Welcome back. After 1441, when the Portuguese sailors started trading with African countries, Africans were taken to Portugal as status symbols for the wealthy and influential. Also, their presence was meant to symbolize Portugal's power over African countries abroad. The fashion of having African servants and enslaved Africans spread all over Europe. By the early 16th century, the aristocracy and wealthy displayed their wealth by ornately and lavishly clothing their African servants. The practice of elaborately dressing African servants and enslaved Africans would blossom into what would be called Black Dandyism. The actual birthplace of Black Dandyism was Georgian London. The most famous of these black dandies was Julius Soubise. Soubise was born in 1754 in the Caribbean on the island of St. Kitts. It is believed that his father was a free white man and his mother an enslaved Afro-Caribbean woman. We do not have their names. In 1764, Captain Stair of the British Royal Navy took Soubise to England. Stair gave the then 10-year-old Soubise to Catherine Hyde Douglas, the 64-year-old Duchess of Queensberry. The Duchess was pleased with his manners and his appearance. She named him after Charles de Rohan, Prince of Soubise, the fashionable French courtier of Louis XV, and christened him Julius Soubise. After his adoption, the Duchess of Queensberry groomed Soubise to become a member of the aristocracy. He was sent to one of the finest schools at the time for fencing and equestrianism, Domenico Angelo Academy, which was also attended by the Prince and future King of England. He was an excellent student and later became an assistant in training at the school. His abilities gained him another patron, Duke Angelo, who sent Soubise to a prestigious college of Eton and Windsor with his sons. In 1760s and the 1770s, Soubise became one of the most famous black men in England. The Duchess flaunted her wealth by elaborately dressing him. He was known for what became classified as his dandiacal style elements. He was unconventional in his style. He wore fine accessories and eye-catching grooming. He was known to love expensive hothouse flowers and perfumes. He was also known to wear diamond-buckled, red-heeled shoes when he was out in London's social scene. His manner of dress violated gender and racial norms and was met by criticism and caricature by his contemporaries. And of course, the general view of the white critics was that all the money that was spent, including what was spent on his education, was a frivolous waste. His friend abolitionist Ignatius Sancho, a wise older man relative to him, told him to avoid womanizing and wild behavior. But the much younger Soubise did not listen. In 1777, when Soubise was 23 years old and the Duchess was 77, there were allegations of sexual relationships between them. It appears that she might have been grooming him for something other than the aristocracy. He was also accused of raping a maid in the Duchess's residence. However, Sancho and the Duchess helped him to flee to Calcutta, India, to avoid prosecution. He lived in Calcutta for 2 decades. There, he used the skills he learned in England to gain several patrons. He was married and had 2 children. Their names are unknown. He died on August 25, 1798, of injuries he sustained while taming a wild horse. So why are we here? Black people are still used as token by white people today. A black friend as a proof of someone's wokeness and anti-racism. I've been tokenized, but I ensure that when I'm tokenized, it's beneficial to me, and whatever I gain from the experience can be used to build myself up and the black community. Far be it from me to tell you whether to allow yourself to be tokenized or not. But I just want to put Julius Soubise in the back of your mind. And thank you for listening.